Today's channel message is going to be for someone that is entangled in some type of karmic lesson. Replaying the same, just another sad song. Replaying the same lesson over and over and over again. This situation requires some type of resolution, but it seems like we're unable to get to the point, whoever you are, we're unable to get to the point of resolution to break this karmic tie and to be done with it. So the situation is calling for you to look deeper and see what about this connection holds both a challenge and a purpose. We have hope here. Okay. So we have hope, karmic tie, the inability to reach a resolution, either accept apology or extend an apology. So there is some type of accountability that's also playing out in this scenario. So if that's you, then this message is going to be for you. So welcome back to our channel. TT here, your friendly psychic medium. I do this for the girlies and the underdogs. Alright. Alright, Spirit. What is this entanglement about? What exactly is the entanglement? So we're here to solve some problems today. We have Midas, light attributes, entrepreneur, or creative ability to turn anything into gold. Delight in sharing life's riches. Okay. So it feels like money is involved. Like there may be some negatives, right? But on the positive side, your whatever relationship you have with this thing, it doesn't give me a person. It could be a person for some of you guys if you're in a relationship where you are dependent or you have some type of joint bank accounts or joint resources. This is your money message. I was wondering what type of message it was going to be, but it looks like it's going to be a money message with Midas here. So it looks like there is a relationship that you have with your job, and that job is karmic to you. Others of you where you're married or you're in some type of relationship where this person is your sole provider of some sort, there's a karmic tie that you're entangled with. Okay. For both scenarios, the entanglement is like this. I may not like this job for these reasons, but it pays the bills, or it gives me this amount of money. It may not be the amount I want, but it's giving me something, and something is better than nothing. And when you engage with karmic energy in that way, even if it's financial, if it's tied to financial, it can hinder the growth rather than letting it thrive. You ever have a plant and they say, like, if you don't cut off the dead leaves, the plant it'll spread. It's the same thing here. Or if you have hair and you don't clip your ends, the split ends can raise up in the hair shaft. It's the same concept here. That's what Spirit is saying. It's many of you that are entrepreneurs, or you want financial freedom, or you're engaging in some type of creative flair, okay, creating some type of content or some type of business. It's showing me business, money, prosperity. Okay, and you know that you have the Midas touch, so it's like if I can just get this thing off the ground, everything will change or everything will shift. That's what I'm getting here. So you're having this karmic debt with, you're trying to breathe life into something and keep hope alive. And with apology here, There's something you're meant not to feel sorry about. Maybe it's the way you go about it or the way you gain your money. Maybe people don't agree with how you do it. You're meant not to apologize about how you do it. If you light candles, if you do spell work, you're meant not to feel guilty about adding your razzle dazzle to your situation, whatever that may be for you. Hell, your razzle dazzle could be sliding out a pole. Your razzle dazzle can be climbing up the wand of your partner. However you gotta get it, you should not feel sorry about it, or you shouldn't have to apologize about it. It's how you get your money. It's how you get your resources. Period. Let me see. Replaying lessons that demand resolution. Look deeper. This connection holds both challenge and purpose. Spirit, what are we going into next? What lessons is my viewer replaying? So we have servant in the shadow attribute. So the lesson that you're replaying is using the lack of money as an excuse not to move forward with life. Sheesh, Spirit is coming for all the edges. The edges, the ponytails. Using the lack of money as an excuse. Well, I don't have enough money, so I can't let go of this job. Not to move forward with life. Not to move on to the next job. There's some type of comfort here. Familiarity, comfort. The moment something becomes comfortable, but it doesn't expand you or it doesn't help you prosper, it becomes a karmic tie. That either hinders you, that will hinder you. Either it's going to hinder you or it's going to teach you a lesson. Maybe it's meaning shifting the reason why you go to work. Maybe that's what's hindering it, right? When you say you don't have something and that's the cause of the reason why you do something, you turn the flow of money from a positive reinforcement to a negative reinforcement. Scarcity. So it looks like you got a taste of something. You got a taste of some type of abundance and it's dwindling. And so now you're like, oh shit, I need to get a job, or oh this, I need to do this because I need to go and earn this because I don't have that. What exactly is demanding a resolution? Remember who you are. Remember who you are. Call up a daisy. Refuse to be the daisy in order to be the sun. Refuse to be the daisy and be the sun. I don't know, I keep hearing that over and over and over again. Inability to grow up and be responsible. Extreme dependency on others for physical security. There's a theme here about security, scarcity, lack, the reasons why we do what we do for whatever reason here. It's time for you to reconcile with some type of limited belief system that you were raised with. It says inability to grow up and be responsible, extreme dependency on others for physical security. So, which means that you were taught that you need family, you need your friends, you need other people, you need support in order for you to be able to stand on your own or do it on your own. Until I get to where I want to be in life, until I can retire, I have to depend on these people. And it's not true, because it's saying that you have the Midas touch. That's the only light attribute that came out here. What do you want them to look deeper about, Spirit? Healer. Taking advantage of those who need help, failing to care for oneself. So Spirit is saying look deeper into why it's easier for you to help everyone else so effortlessly, but when it's time for you to give it to yourself, it feels like you don't have a purpose. Something about the healer is only as good as healing oneself. I guess the question becomes, do you believe that there's still hope for you? If you can believe that there's still hope for you, then you wouldn't doubt if there's hope for other people. You know, especially if you're like, oh, the world ain't never gonna change, or this is gonna always be the same. That perspective is coming from the way you view your own reality. And your reality is shaping the way you view humanity and the progress thereof. This is deep. This right here is deep work. Deep work. We're talking about archetypes. We're talking about it's a challenge, but with healer, servant, eternal life, and Midas touch, you can really do anything. The shadow attributes are here, but it's also an invitation for the light attributes. There's a better way to get compensated that's faster, easier, and can get you way more money without spending years in. What is this? What exactly is? I'm hearing Abraham Hicks, healing your relationship. This is about your relationship with money. If you believe you're only worthy of it if you're giving it to others. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's what I'm getting, but it's like it's only posing more questions. We have Prince, romantic charm, and potential for power. So you have the ability to use your ability, how healing you are, how, you're a healer, you're a servant, you're charitable, and you're a divine child. You have the opportunity to use all that charm and create a connection that is both challenging and full of purpose. But if you're unable to forgive or accept an apology or give an apology, then you remain in victimhood. See, bottom of the deck, playing the victim for positive feedback in the form of pity and ability to maintain personal boundaries. Maybe you have, I don't know, maybe I'm talking to someone that has like a soft spot for Prince Charming, right? or fairy tales. Others of you, it's like you can have that right in front of you, but with hope here, this is like struggling with believing that it's possible, like something good can happen to you because of all the other things that have happened. So oh, you know what I'm also getting from this Prince card? You may tend to give your power away to be of service for the greater good. You may tend to neglect your own healing to heal another person. So it's like they're saying, with anything that you do, whether it's work or romantic relationships, when you care more about the applause of how you're received, you know, praise is fickle. You should be doing the job because you love it, not for the praise of it. And if you can remain in that frequency, then that will remove whatever blocks. That will remove whatever blockages are preventing your flow of money. So I'm thinking about flow of money. I do feel like you're meant to work through it. All right, let's get your prediction. Like, no one can really take your power away unless you care about what they say. They say about you. Then that can mess with your mental, emotional, physical health and your overall happiness about why you're doing what you're doing. So it's like they're saying, be honest with yourself. So what's the prediction? I'm getting you don't need to apologize for being honest. If that's honestly how you feel, you don't need to apologize for it. Let it take you where it needs to take you. Ace of Wands. I heard finesse you out your drawers. Someone here may have charmed you right out of your inheritance, tricked you right out of your spot, and you're taking your power back. So I see you taking your power back from someone that charmed the pants up off of your ass. Had you over here fantasizing of a fairy tale while they laundered money right from underneath you. Knight of Wands in reverse. They charmed you right to bed. They put you to sleep. I see you taking your power back. And it makes this person weak when you take your power back. And it's unbeknownst to them. They did not see it coming. I think you figured out that you placed the opinion of this person. This person, place, or thing. This could even be the opinion of like your performance metrics. The opinion of your audience before your own. And it was your gift. If you're doing it was your gift, your talent, your skill to begin with. That's why you received. That was your Midas touch. Your gift, your talent, your skill was your Midas touch. And that's why you received abundance so effortlessly. But it seems like some of you guys may have allowed someone to watch your material. You may have allowed someone to take a look at it, right? You could have created something and said, hey, I want your opinion of this right here. And this person saw that you were very talented. And then they turn around, they're like, oh, you know, let me help you tweak it. Now they convincing you that y'all are a partnership or y'all are a teammate. Y'all are a team. But really this person felt like you would be competition for them. So rather than leave you as competition, they would rather keep you close to them and just display the performance that you actually possess and pass themselves off as someone with that talent, with that gift, with that ability. And that's that yin and yang energy. So I'm picking up a very large deposit. I'm also picking up a potential back pay for you taking back your power. Back pay in a situation. Residual income. Your legacy doesn't belong to anyone else but yourself. You're about to get your happy back. I'm telling you, you are refusing to be the daisy and choosing to be the sun. And you're coming off, you're no longer a wallflower. You're no longer hiding behind an alias, or you're no longer anonymous. And you're about to shine. I do feel like someone here is going to try to make you feel like you are being foolish. They're very ambitious. They're going to try to scare you back into hiding. Okay? Because they know that you figured out that they like to play these mental trip. They like to play these mental mind games. And so now they know that you know the truth about how they go about stealing other people's power. Now you've become an enemy to this person. So I see this person coming in to apologize. I'm hearing you're softer on the eyes or something like that. This person's going to come in and try to humble you. And the reason why they're doing that is to take away an opportunity. Because this person wants you dependent. They want you like a child that's dependent on them for the rest of your life. Never growing up. Never living your own life. So some of y'all have a lover like that likes that you wait for them to fill the refrigerator. You wait for them to provide what it is you need. It's not even about stroking their ego. There's some type of karmic tie that stems from a past life where this person feels like, I feel like in a past life they were a lover. This could be in a past life they were a lover. And in this lifetime they could be a friend, they could be a family member, and they can't help but to want to keep you in this position. It's borderline incest. It's very strange. And you know, that's common because it's very common to wed your cousins and stuff. Anyway, I digress. These are the messages that I have for y'all with money. I do feel like money is coming towards you very quickly. But it does come from you taking your power back. And it has something to do with all the stuff that we talked about prior to that. So I feel like you're going to figure out the clues to that riddle. And it's going to make sense for you. You're going to apply what it is that you discovered. And it's going to change your life. All right? That's what I got for you.